Travel, financial, got the flow. AI solutions let your business grow. We'll take you where you need to go. Success is the path we always show. Bravo, bravo, making dreams take flight. Digital magic working day and night. AI precision shining oh so bright.
Hey, Mark Bravo here from Bravo Digital Solutions. Hope you guys had a good dinner. I don't know, some of you probably watched the game. I heard the Giants won. Anyways, so good evening. I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that help you with prompting. I see a lot of people, even people in my AI consulting group, a lot of people come straight to AI consulting and they've never done anything before. They're having trouble prompting. So I had trouble prompting a few months ago, so I built a couple of things so I don't have that problem anymore. Let me show you one that I built. Now anybody that signs under my program, I give them all this stuff to make their life a lot easier. They don't have to, not so much thinking, you know, they don't have to figure out how to do a good prompt. So let me show you. I built these apps because I learned how to build apps. It makes life easier. So one, as you see, is a system strategy audit prompt builder. So it'll basically strategize what your system should do. So it creates a prompt. Well, I take the prompt from this one, and then I put it into an AI, and then it'll give me some information. So I'm going to show you how this really works. Now I filled in the prompt because I ain't got much time on Facebook. So this is how I filled it in. It's asked the company name. I put Bravo Plumbing. What's my industry? Residential plumbing and commercial plumbing. Business model. So these are the questions as a business owner, they need to answer these when they want to get correct information. So what's my business model for this plumbing company? 24/7 emergency plumbing, repairs, water heater installation, drain cleaning, 80% residential, 20% commercial, $150 for service calls, and average tickets $850. Okay, any business owner should know that. Annual revenue, 1.2 million. Team size, owner plus 4 plumbers, probably 4 trucks. I imagine it's also 4 trucks, and 1 office manager and dispatcher. Their key process, what are their process? Workflows. Phone rings, manual scheduling and Google Calendar, tech dispatched, paper invoices, 30% collect paper on site, chase payments for 30 to 60 days. So they're chasing payments. These are things that all can be automated. Okay, current challenges and pain points. Missing calls after hours, losing probably 10K a month, no shows costing us 28% revenue, techs doing paperwork instead of billable work. Let's see, I'll bring this up a little bit. 0 online reviews management. That's ridiculous. If you're in plumbing, you should have hundreds of reviews. Spending 3K a month on home advisor leads that barely convert. Additional information. Family business, 15 years, cash heavy, no CRM, which you'd be surprised. I'm not going to name no names, but I got a buddy in the HVAC. They have a tablet. You know, and he's done well for himself, but he just moved and all that stuff recently. So obviously it's not working that well no more. And I told him, you need to automate, you're a dinosaur. But they have tablets on their desk, stuff like this. Oh, you can't see it. So they got these books and they're right all over. I did that about 5 years ago. So we'll create the prompt now, right? Boom, generate prompt. So this is what a prompt is, guys. This is a real prompt. If you can create stuff like this without this prompt optimizer, I like to see that, but not too many could. So what is the prompt telling me? It's just what I'm going to put in AI right now. You are a seasoned system strategist and operations consultant. Here is my company information. Act like a systems strategist, audit this business and model, and identify 3 areas where the company is running heavy. Too much time, people, or energy relative to ROI. For each area, explain why it's inefficient and suggest one actionable improvement. Use a clear, professional tone. Okay, so I'm gonna take this prompt, you guys. Copy it, and then I'm gonna put it into AI. It doesn't matter. I got a bunch up here. You can't see them, but I got a whole bunch of them. Let's put it into Manus. The reason why I'm gonna put it into Manus is when I log in every day, I get 300 credits, so it's really important. So let's see what Manus does. I'm gonna paste this prompt in there, and let's see what kind of information it gives us. I think it'd be pretty impressive. I've been messing with AI for, like I said, close to 3 years now. So I would do this with any business I start with, and I'll show you another form that I'm actually going to leave on a download. If anybody wants to fill it in and send it to me, I'll do a free audit on them and tell them where they're leaking, what their problem is, just by doing an audit. But this is another type of audit. This is a prompt. You know, this prompt would be great for coaches because they're helping people. That's why I designed it, because I'm dealing with different types of businesses. So I designed this. And for me, it just makes my life easier. Because if I didn't have all this information, guess what? I would have been putting it in my AI, going back and forth. And that's what most people do. So I don't do that no more after I built these. And like I said, once you join our organization, we give all the prompts to you. So it's doing its thing. It's thinking. It's coming up with all the answers and give you a better plan than what you have. It's going to suggest. And that's just the second step. You got a couple more steps where it actually will tell me to fix it, how to fix it, and then I go to you and I fix it, or we fix it together. So it's taking a little time. So hopefully everybody have a good dinner tonight. I mean, we're looking at almost 9 o'clock California time, midnight East Coast time. Hopefully I got some business owners. Now, who do I work with? I like to think I work with small business owners. I do specialize in home services and martial arts, because I actually built software for them two industries. The martial arts one I think is ready. The home service one is very complicated software, so it's going to take me a little bit, and I'm not wasting no time on it because I need to get the martial arts one going. But I just wanted to show you guys tonight the kind of things that AI can do, because I don't think people realize how powerful it is, that just a few pieces can change your business. Okay, it's still going. So this AI is called Manus, right? So Manus is a deep thinker. You got, I mean, like I said, you got so many. They come out almost every week. The way I look at AI as me, I as far as I go, I study AI all the time. I go to bed, watch podcasts on AI. This is all I do, quite a few hours a day, because this is my business. I'm an AI consultant. But people who run a business, plumbing, whatever, yeah, I would say look at AI, but that's what I do every day. If you come in my ecosystem, what's going to be cheaper than anybody else, I will tell you what tools to use. Stop wasting hours and hours and hours like I do. Now, that's not a waste for me. I have to learn this stuff. It's part of my program. So for me, I get paid by studying AI, and then I turn around and help you guys. But when you come under our program, on our weekly mentoring program, we teach you how to use the AI that you need for your business. Not everyone, because there's so many, you will never keep up with them. But I will tell you, when something big happens, I'm going to let you guys know, and then on our weekly mentoring class, we'll see how it can apply to your business. Like the videos are big right now. You guys know what's the name of it? Sorrow 2 just dropped. So I was playing with that today. It's pretty crazy. You can do some crazy videos. I'll show you a couple before we get off. Okay, so here it is, you guys. Hopefully you can see it. Business operations audit, Bravo Plumbing. So I'll kind of read it real quick for you so you can see how accurate this is. This audit analyzes Bravo Plumbing's operational model to identify key areas of inefficiency and provide actionable high ROI recommendations. The analysis is based on the information provided about your company's process, financial performance, and current challenges. Our review identified three primary areas. Hopefully you can see that. Three primary areas. Where am I? Okay. Our review identified three primary areas where the business is running heavy, expending excessive time, personnel, and financial resources for suboptimal returns. Obviously, you're doing things manually. These inefficiencies not only suppress profitability and strain cash flow, but also hinder the owner's goal of building a sellable enterprise. The following report details each area, explains the root causes of inefficiency, and pre-purposes a single impactful improvement for each. Number one, customer acquisition and lead management. So I told you what I did. That's why I have this split screen. I have everything what I put in here, right? This is the process. It's manual scheduling, in Google, tech dispatch, paper invoices, all that. It's all manual. So your current customer acquisition strategy is fundamentally inefficient due to reliance on high cost, low converting paid leads and failure to capture high intent inbound leads. Spending $3,000 per month on Home Advisor forces you to compete on price for leads that are sold to multiple contractors. And you all know that. When you go on these Home Advisors, all these, I forget the girl's name. It's a girl's name. Everybody shares them leads, you guys. They're horrible leads from what I understand. Unless you have automation, you get to the leads before anybody else. They might work out for you, but most of the time they don't, and you're spending a lot of money. Before you even secure the job, this is a classic example of renting customers rather than building a sustainable marketing asset. Now, hopefully, only business owners are watching me tonight. I do stuff for regular people who want to get a business, but tonight I'm talking to you business owners how we can fix your problem. You know where you're at. I don't, but I'll give you an opportunity. I'm gonna give you a free audit thing today. Simultaneously, you are losing an estimated 10 grand per month in revenue from missed after hours calls. You got to have automation once you close the door, once you go home in the evening. Enjoy yourself, but you better have the phones answering, and that bot better be able to schedule appointments, take the intake information. And so when you come in next day it's on your calendar. And guess what? Like me, I have AI. I logged AI connected to my Google Calendar, and guess what? Throughout the day, I get a first thing in the morning, I get a notice from my AI, tells me what's on my calendar. I don't care if it's a doctor, whatever is on my calendar. It tells me exactly what's on my calendar, so I know what's going on. That's a time saver. So, actionable improvement and deploy 24/7 AI-powered answering service and automated review management. Okay, so that's what we would do to improve all these holes. Instead of paying for low-quality leads, invest in capturing high-quality leads already trying to reach. Implement an AI-powered virtual receptionist that can answer calls 24/7. Answer frequently asked questions, book appointments directly into your calendar, and escalate true emergencies to an on-call emergency if you have a 24-hour service, which they said they did. This immediately plugs the 10,000 month hole in your revenue. So right there alone is going to plug that hole and make you an extra 10,000. I know you probably say, how does he come up with the numbers? Don't ask me. AI is smarter than me, so it comes up with numbers. And you can check these numbers when we get into a real situation. Simultaneously, use an automated system to send a text message or email to every customer after a job to get the Google review or get a review. Building a strong base of positive online reviews is the single most effective way to generate organic, high trust leads at no cost. As your online reputation grows, you can systematically reduce and eventually eliminate your home advisor spend, converting $36,000 annual expense into profit. So here's a little graphic. It was lead source, high cost, paid leads, home advisor. Recommended organic leads from 24/7 capture reviews. After hours, this is what you're missing, right? 10K, they're estimating that. Capture and booked by AI receptionists. Marketing, this is considered a high compounding asset. Scheduling and dispatch operations. Now, I built a software for these guys. I know there's a whole bunch of guys. I know that there's a whole bunch out there. Titan, you name it. There's a whole bunch. And there's some people doing what I'm doing. They're building their softwares. I don't know if they're AI consultants. I don't know if they merged it with a powerful marketing software, but that's what I've done. What is inefficient? The manual scheduling process using Google is a direct cause of 20% no-show rate, which represents a staggering 240,000 loss a year. That's what it's estimating you're losing by not having the correct setup. Believe me, if you may not be using this, but your enemies are using this. What else? A notoriously unreliable method. Each no-show wastes a technician's valuable time, incurs few costs, and creates an unfillable gap in the day's schedule. The time your office manager spends manually coordinating schedules, calling to confirm appointments, and rearranging the day due to no-shows is time that could be spent on higher value activities. Furthermore, manual dispatching is inherently inefficient. It prevents optimized routing, meaning your technicians spend more time driving between jobs and less time performing billable work. This excess. Okay, so that's its recommendations, Beth, based off this. Now, if I was working with a client, I would basically do all this because I only have one price. I keep telling people I got one price and it's lower than anybody. I do everything. So that's that, right? Let me go back over here. So as you can see, AI works. I'll challenge anybody to challenge it. The numbers are pretty good. I know when the numbers are bad. Now, don't get me wrong. You think I don't check my work? Yeah, I check my work. There's AI you can go to and it'll spot if it's because AIs do crazy stuff. They lie. They lie a lot, you guys. And if that's why a lot of people think they can come in AI and like become a financial expert with AI. If they don't know what they're doing, they ain't gonna be able to spot a lie. And I ain't gonna tell you all the secrets like right now how to do that. So anyways, that's how powerful it is just using that. So let me come over here. Boom, go back over here. And I wanted to show you this. So this is another form that if I'm not working with you, I can send this to you. This one's a complete questionnaire. I'm going to leave this in the comments. If anybody wants to, you can fill it out and send it to me. I'll send you a free audit. Would I like you to set an appointment with me so we can fix it? Yeah, but I'm still going to send you the free audit because I know there'll be one smart person that'll call me. The rest of you to take this, find out what your problems are, and then go pay $20,000 to somebody else. But so this is a form. I'll leave it in the comments. Company name, industry, business type. Let me give you a hint, you guys. So if you don't know how to answer these questions, you can go to ChatGPT and help it to help you answer these questions. So it's going to ask you annual revenue, team size, just kind of like this, similar to the other one, but not exactly. Key process, workflows, same thing, very similar to the one I just did. That's why I showed you the other one first, because that one creates a prompt. This one, I send it to you, you put the information, I come back and I fix it, and then I tell you this is what we need to do. And these are things I'm going to teach every week, teach you guys where you'll master this stuff in a few months. and you'll know everything about your business. You'll know when it's leaking, why you're not making money, why you're not having leads. So automation versus manual process. List any workflows, anything you do, right? So that's that. Improvement plan, growth strategy. Briefly describe how you plan to reach your income growth. So you have everybody should have an income that they want to make, right? I like 100,000 a month. I think that's a good number, but some people just like 25,000 a month. And when I get with you, I need to know where you're at. This tells me where you're at. So if your number is realistic, like say you wanna get to, you say you put 100 grand here, and then you answer these questions, and you don't have nothing in place, it's gonna take you longer to get to 100 grand a month. So here's additional information, other relevant details. Funding. So I do funding. I haven't seen an agency that does funding. They might now, a lot of people are trying it because they have AI, they think that they can do business credit, but I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not. But I've been doing funding and business credit for many years, and I merged it with AI now. What year did you start your business? That's important for history, right? You're building business credit. Legal entity, you're an LLC. I normally work with LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps. For sole proprietorships, I work with them in the beginning, but I'm going to change you to a corporation, and I'll show you why. Not today, but I'll show you why if you join us, why you absolutely have to have a entity. And I'll tell you why not an LLC versus S Corp versus a C Corp versus an LLC that becomes an S Corp versus an LLC that's a partnership. I'll teach all that to you. It's no big deal. Time in business. Okay, that's the history. Separate business checking account. Yeah, you better have one. If you got a business account, you better have a personal account. I don't even care if you're a sole proprietorship. You got to have 2 bank accounts. Business credit profile. Do you have a DUNS number? Some people get a DUNS number by accident, but these are the things we teach you how to set up your business credit profile. Or establish business credit profile. So that's what I'm asking you. Business credit score. Paydex is an 80. I like to see an 80. 80 is a good number for all your business scores. There's only 2 digits. Ours are 3 digits. Personal is 3 digits. Personal credit status. I would like to know your credit score because let's say you come to me as an early business, you incorporate, we get you your corporation, make it look good. In 3 or 4 months, it has a Paydex of 80 and Talus score of 80, Equifax of 80. Then I can probably get you $30,000 or $40,000. That's not a lot of money, but don't forget, you had no business credit profile. I'm not even showing income at this point. I'm just showing your credit and that you're incorporated and you have it looks like you have a good payment history on your corporation. Existing loans or credit, so I like to know that. Current outstanding business debts, I like to know that. Credit payment status. Monthly revenue and profit. Revenue, profit. There's a big difference there. Sometimes you'll have $1 million here and your profit will be 20 grand. I see it all the time. People, it's because they have 20 different locations and they barely make. Taco Bell's a good. I studied Taco Bell, McDonald's, and all them. McDonald's is obviously one of the best. They just amazingly profit. They profit really well. Taco Bell's profit's not that great. The only way to make money with a franchise like Taco Bell is have 10 or 15 of them. The average owner makes $85,000. Okay, that's if he works there. If he doesn't work there and he hires a manager, he's lucky if he takes $40,000 home. So that's not very good to spend all that money on a franchise and take $40,000, $50,000 home. Now you're not doing nothing, but if you had 10 of them, now you're making $500,000 a year, and you're doing nothing. You're just managing each location, and your job is to hire a phenomenal manager, which AI can help you do that. And then your collateral or assets. Yeah, collateral's good because if we want to borrow some money, maybe we can use some collateral. Buying a building would be nice for your building if possible. I try to teach karate schools, home services to buy buildings as soon as possible. This way you have collateral for business credit if you need it. Business plan, do you have a business plan? We can do that, AI can do that. Open to alternative financing. Now, also too, I was talking about a plumbing company, right, earlier. So plumbers, I can tell you guys, plumbing is expensive. I'm talking to do a house, maybe 40,000, 50 grand to replumb a house that's built in the 50s. That's what my house would cost, which I'm gonna have to do pretty soon. Well, guess what? Most houses are gonna have to do it. That's why this business is gonna boom in the next. Every year it's gonna boom because every year somebody needs plumbing. A pipe bursts in your house, you got to replumb the whole house. The piping's almost 100, not 100, that's 70 years old. So you're going to have to get into financing. So when I ask about financing, I'm asking, are you financing your clients? Because the only way they're going to get a plumbing system, an HVAC system, is through financing or equity in their home. That's the only way they're going to do that. And you'll see a lot of people are in California. A lot of people are not a lot of movement right now because it's so expensive. I feel bad for our kids because the houses, our average house around here is 700 grand, and that's for a fixer-upper in California. You have bankruptcy, business plan, projections, open to alternative financing. I can tell you what alternative financing is. Obviously, it's not a bank, a traditional bank. So I'm going to put this form in the comments. I don't know who I'm talking to, you guys. I told you I just started social media. I mention it all the time. I follow Gary Vee, who's an amazing marketer, very wealthy guy. I used to laugh at him in 2017. I'd see him all over the internet. I'd say, who's this clown? Why are you going? Well, I didn't really pay attention. But come 20 or 21, I really looked into Gary Vee right when the pandemic hit and found out the guy's brilliant. I mean, look him up, look at his story. So I follow him a lot. I believe in what he says. That's how I created my program. I put everything in my brain, everything in my son's brain, and we give you everything for one price. We don't come and sell you a robot or a bot that's going to maybe answer your phone and then hook it up to a CRM and charge you $1,000 or $5,000 down and $300 a month. That's more expensive than my whole program that does everything. And I've done videos on my program, and I'll continue to do videos on a program. People tell me, right, if I were to follow the traditional marketing, I would go after you for one little thing and bite, right, like a fish, give them a little a little bit to nibble on, and then you pay me. And then I upsell you, and I upsell you, and I upsell you, and I upsell you till you're paying a grip of money. I don't do that. I'm not saying it's wrong, because that is the way business, the way they operate, the way they market. They will only sell you one thing. And I understand you guys. You guys are not looking for features. You're looking for answers. Save time. Make more money. Make your life more easier. I heard this a long time ago, and now that I'm getting older, it's almost man, I think about it all the time. So a person told me, time is our most valuable commodity, you guys. You can't get time back. You can get almost everything back, but not time. And when you get to my age, you even value it more. Every day goes by faster. When you're in your 30s, 20s, teens, sometimes in your 40s, you not start thinking the way I'm thinking now. You know, you start burying family members, and you start to think about your own mortality. So that's where I'm at. So that's why AI is very, very important to me. It's man, I've compressed years, or not years, money, spending money helping people build all my products. I do it all myself with AI now. So that's all I got for tonight, you guys. But I do want to leave you this question here. If you're serious about your business, hopefully you're looking through your computer, looking through Facebook right now, looking for some answers. I will put, and I tell my price all the time. It's real simple: $3,000 down, $29.97, and $297 a month. $247 a month. That's we call it a light launch, right? Because we came up with this program a few months ago in early summer. And I told my son, we'll run it to the end of the year, and then we're going to go to where we think it should be. And that's obviously going to be higher. So if you're a business owner and you want to know exactly what you need to fix to make more money and save more time, like I said, I'll say it all day. People say, oh, AI, it saves you a little bit of time. No, it doesn't. It saves you hours. I mean, I don't look at my calendar. I have it hooked up. I have it. It reports to me throughout the day. I think it's every 3 hours. I get a report on my calendar. You have an appointment here. You don't have an appointment. You're clear. Whatever, right? And based on my calendar, I can go to the gym, go hiking, in between things, right? So that's a nice thing about having AI. You can set up AI to automate and give you. I even have now I'm not going to get into that, but I have it answering to me for a lot of things. I have at least 10 AIs that it reports to me every 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it tells me, like, I don't know if you guys know, ChatGPT just got $100 billion investment. That's why it's doing some crazy things. So yeah, so that's it, you guys. I hope you can take advantage. Like I said, maybe nobody's listening to me, but that's okay because I'm getting practice. And I know in 4 or 5 months I'll have people listening to me, and I'll look down here and I'll see comments, right? And that's when you know people actually start engaging. So I'll be doing this. Like I said, I don't have a schedule right now, but I'm going to come up with one because I'm doing LinkedIn, Facebook. Now, I'm streaming right now to YouTube and Facebook. I can stream to IG, and I can stream to LinkedIn all at the same time. I just didn't want to add them yet, right? Because even though I'm an AI guy, I'm still fixing my whole ecosystem, making sure my profiles are right, making sure my headers are right. I'm going through everything right now. And I'm pretty much almost finished. But when I do this process with a client, we can go really quick because I just did it all summer. And I used AI. It helped me out a lot. So I'm trying to think what else I was going to show you guys tonight. Oh, and by the way, like I said, let me go to desktop. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. Wait a minute here. I wasn't even on desktop. There you go. So this is a form, okay? If I was reading it, I'm sorry I wasn't showing it to you. I was on a different scene. So you know how I jump around? I created a studio. Paid a guy a lot of money. I think it was like $2,500 to build this studio. So I can really act as a professional studio. You ever see these people that have podcasts? They have a crew in the back that changes their screen, brings up videos. I don't need that. I can do the same thing with a crew of 10 people. I guarantee that. That's why I bought this. So instead of having 10 people that I'm paying a grip of money to help me run a podcast or run a live, I don't need nobody because I have a built-in studio right here and I can stream and do whatever I want. So if that's something you'd be interested in, we show our clients that. Who would be this kind of stuff? I don't know. People who teach, coaches, karate school owners probably might be able to use it. I don't know. So anyways, let me switch out of here. I was going to show you one more thing, you guys. Softwares. I always talk about I build softwares for you guys. So here's a software. If you're a home service person, this is a software I'm working. This is a big task for me, you guys. So this software is so you know what you do when you're in AI, you take a bot and you have it or you take an AI system and you have it research every freaking software that does home services. I think Titan's the big dog, right? I don't know if you guys know about Titan. Them guys came out of Stanford in 2007. Their fathers were contractors, and they borrowed They got 30 million because they went to Silicon Valley, right? And they got 30 million. They've been building Titan since 2018, I believe. Here we are 7 years later, and I ain't gonna lie, I know everything they have in their software, and I think I have everything Titan has. Now I know they just dropped some more stuff. I can add more stuff. Titan is the average price, I understand. On the low end is $1,500. The high end is $3,000, even more, depending what you do. But I don't have. You ain't gonna have that with me, you guys. So I'll say it, if you're a home service guy and you're tired of paying high, give me a call. I'll have my links for appointment. Get an appointment. I'm looking for home service guys. I don't care if you're a cleaner, plumber, HVAC, window cleaner, guy, what do you call that? High pressure water, high pressure water homes, anything home services, you guys. I have a complete software here. I just wanted to show you. I'm not going to go through it today. This thing has gone pretty long. I've already gone with 40 minutes. So, but I want to show you what you get when you do come in my ecosystem. So this software is not ready for prime time. My karate one is ready for prime time. The business credit one is almost ready for prime time. This one is, I can make it happen right now if I need to. I will do that once we start doing incorporating people. So this one is for people who are incorporated. You sign in. I don't have my login right now. So anyways, I have a software, so those of you that are in incorporation, you worry about, because you depend on your CPA to inform you when you need to do something. Like, there's 3 things you got to do every year. Statement of information that most states require. They want to know if any changes. Your meetings. You got to have 2 meetings a year. So this software will do all that stuff, you guys. And then I did this one. I was thinking of the people that lost their homes in a fire in Pasadena, because I seen some people crying on TV, and they were saying how they didn't have any safes in their house, and all their paperwork, their pictures, everything got burned. They'll never ever get back. So this is a document. You upload all your documents, your pictures, your pink slips, your insurance policies. I give this to you guys when you come on. Ain't nobody doing that. They're going to charge you $29 or something like that. So your legal documents, your medical, you can put your trust in here. Upload it. Your house burns down, you have it on your phone. You can go to get a print at one of these places, print houses. You can take there. They'll print everything for you, or just get another computer, laptop, whatever, right? Financial documents, educational records. Education, I have my black belt. When I was living with somebody, when I moved, I lost it. I don't know where it's at. I had to pay to get my black belt from Korea. So I wish I would have had that uploaded. Business documents, all these documents are real important. Personal documents, insurance documents, trust documents, funeral. And I'm kind of hanging out here nowadays, you guys. Military grade security, smart organization, easy sharing. This is what I'm going to sell it for people who are not in my orbit. I'll put this online pretty soon. $97 a year, $10 a month. But you guys get this when you come into our ecosystem. So that's it for tonight, you guys. I'm going really too long. I leave. By the way, I think I mentioned earlier. I understand, guys. I've been where you're at. I bought thousands and thousands of dollars of programs over the years. I've gotten burned, and there's sometimes I'm not going to talk. About a year ago, I dropped $6,000 with a guy that BS me, and I lost. No, it was 8,000. I lost 6. I got 2 back, but the credit card company didn't let me win that one, and I never received the product. That's a long story, but so I've spent money, so I know how you feel. So what I do for people. Anybody that says, I don't know, a couple of grand, hell, a website's $1,000. Business credit can be anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 with a good company, right? So my price is cheaper than that. But so the reason why that I built these softwares is to make it easier for business owners. I try to make everything possible to make your life easier. And and when you come into my ecosystem on our mentor classes, if there's something that all the business owners need, I'll build it, and you guys will have it. As simple as that. So that's it for the night. that's it for the night, you guys. Have a good night. I will, like I said, I'm constantly going to be doing these. Now, if you're listening to me before you go to bed tonight, do me a favor, you guys. I put all my information. Follow my Facebook business page and LinkedIn so I can start, because apparently you got to have minimum followers, right, to do advertising. Like, I can't do a live from my business page right now. I see people come there all the time, but apparently I'm not giving good enough content. So my goal is to give great content. You know, I think as business owners or marketers, I want to give away as much as possible. Like I mentioned Gary Vee, I heard him say this many times. What's part of his success? He gives almost everything away, right? But then he has a program and you're going to pay for it and you're going to say, man, the value is amazing. And that's kind of what I base my product on. I give everything away. Everything I've ever learned, I give it away. And then I give it away for a fair price, a price that would be 10 times what I give it for. If you don't believe me, I think some of you have been marketed to by AI guys or digital marketing guys. I know what they're charging you. You know what they're charging you. So I offer a $97 membership. So you pay me $97. I'll put that in the membership, and then you get to come and get to see if we can help your business that first week or second week. And if we can, then leave. And you didn't, well, no, because you actually get the tools. I'll show that tomorrow on a live. You get our tools for that $97, and you can build an amazing marketing system just with our tools that are set up already. So you can keep it for $97 or you can leave. Did you lose $97? No, you didn't lose nothing, because it's tax write-off. You didn't pay nothing for it. So I don't need to hear, well, I don't want to lose $97. You're not losing $97. So that's in there. $97 and you can come and see. Now you got 30 days to take that $97 and say, you know, Mark, I know you can help me. Let me get your program for $3,000, $247 a month, $29.97, $247 a month. Let me get that. Because why? Because time. You guys, you can't get time back. You just lost 2 weeks if you get my program. Let's say you joined the 1st of October, pay $97, and then you wait to the 1st of November. You lost a month. Now, I'm going to help you, but you're not going to have the tools, because I can't give you my tools. I can't build your website for $97. You're going to have to pay me that payment, that down payment. It's a lot of man hours, you guys. I'm setting up all your automations, your website, your business credit. All that's being done the first 10 days that you sign up with us. That's why I don't have refunds. How can I give you a refund on a website and business credit? You have it. Our kind of business, we don't give refunds, because there's no need to. Plus, I'm giving you a way to come in without paying any money up front, because I know the pain. I've been there. $97, you can see what I got, and you'll make your mind up in that 4 weeks. And I'll take that $97 and I'll apply it to the $29.97 down. That's what I'll do. So please, you guys, I'm going to put all my information in the comments. I did a thing for karate schools, right? I come from the karate business before, so obviously I have a soft spot for martial arts schools. I created a software, marketing software. I've done a video on it on live before, and I'm gonna do another one. And if I don't got my 10 founders yet. I need 10 founders also for home service. If you're a struggling home service guy, come with me, pay me the money, make you a founder. Oh, by the way, founders get $1,000 off and $100 off a month. So you're going to pay $19.97 to be a founder, and you're going to pay a lousy $149 a month. You get everything for that. And I hardly make any money off that, but I'm taking the chance for you 10 people to help me finalize or take all the bugs off my software. It'll probably take us a couple of weeks. So just keep your minds open. If you're a business owner, you're a small business owner, I could create a founders for that. Somebody tell me I want do founders for local businesses, and then you can get all my softwares and you can become a founder. I'll take 10 founders for that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up. You see, I already tried to finish it up when I something came in my mind. I know these are long, and I know only people who really watch me is somebody that's thinking. He's worried about how's he going to get more leads tomorrow. He's worried about How am I going to make payroll? These are the people that should be listening to me right now because I can solve your problems. It's not no BS or nothing. I can solve your problems. That's why I became an AI consultant, because I was doing AI on my own from December 22 to 23. I think it was probably late 23, you guys. Maybe, no, it was 24. I didn't pay, I mean, I was paying like $229, $99, $29. People who claim to be AI experts, and they're showing you how to be an AI consultant. I paid all the fees. And I paid over $1,000 in fees. And there's a girl I've been following for a long time. I've been buying stuff for amazing, amazing people. She created she was on AI probably a month before me. And she's a whiz in business. And she started an AI certification program. And the first year, it was $2,000 in 23, I think she started it. I seen it, and I go, I don't need that. I learned AI on my own. And I finally joined. I joined this year. And she goes up 1,000 every 6 months, and she ain't kidding. She's at 5,000 now, you guys. I barely got in for 4, so she's going up 5,000 every 6 months until she can't get no more people. So if it's 10,000, that's where she'll stay at. If it's 20,000, that's where you'll be at. A lot of people don't understand that concept. Well, how do you know your price? You jack up your price until nobody pays you no more. I don't do that because I'm just not a person that's looking to make millions and millions and millions. You know, only 1% of people are in that range. You know, I see these guys, they talk about Lamborghinis and mansions, and they're not even talking about your first 100,000. If you're a plumber, I think 100 grand is easy to do. Obviously, if you're a plumber, HVAC, 100 grand is easy. $250,000 is probably pretty easy for you guys. But $1 million is probably pretty tough. You know, but once you get to $1 million, now you have more money to market, running ads, so you can get to $2 million easier. I follow guys, plumbers and HVAC guys who are doing $100 million a year. I follow them all the time. I learn what they're doing, and I'm amazed at how much money they make and how much money they make a year. Now, out of that $100 million, they're not pulling $100 million. Okay, they got trucks, they got overhead, they got salaries, they got rents, they got buildings, and a lot of these guys now they're switching over to AI, and unfortunately, they're keeping some of their employees who are willing to learn AI so they can use it. But they had call centers inside their buildings. You don't need none of that no more. But I follow these guys and I see what they do. Most of them use Titan. And I think some of these guys are amazing. They actually have, if you use their products, like there's a particular guy that has a thermostat, which I think is amazing. I follow him and I tell people to go to him. So the home service business, I think, is big. I think the martial arts business is good too. I tell you, the home service is way bigger than martial arts. So obviously I'm gonna work in that industry, but martial arts is still big. They have a important place in life. I believe most people, a good karate school, your kids go there, that investment you put into that karate school, your kids are going to be better. I'll give you an example. I went picking up my grandson the other day. So I parked a block from where his school's at. That's where all the parents park, right? In some little parking lot. I'm standing there with my dark glasses on. And these kids are coming at me. They're 8th graders. And one kid tells me, hey, what the fuck you looking at? He's looking, I go, who are you talking to? He goes, I'm talking to you. And he's kind of smiling, right? And he's trying to be funny for his friends. So I had a little chat with him. But that's disrespectful, man. I know a good person that went to a karate school and got a black belt. He ain't talking to people like that. My grandson wouldn't talk to people like that. That's just because that's just what's happening. No respect. I mean, you see that everywhere nowadays. So I think the karate business is great for that. For adults, obviously, it's great too. You learn how to defend yourself, take care of your family, stay in shape, whatever, right? So I'm gonna stop selling. I'm gonna leave. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All the links are in the comments for the $97 program. If you want to get in cheap and learn what we do, and I do the same thing for $97. I just don't give you everything because I can't until you pay me the setup fee. My Facebook, LinkedIn, please follow me on them pages so I can start doing things there instead of coming on my personal page, which I have no problem, right? My personal page to me is my business page. Personal business to me is the same thing. My cell phone, I turn it into a business phone. There's no such thing. You know, I rarely get calls from anybody no more. As far as like family and stuff and friends, I've been a loner for years. So, you know, and then when a family member calls me, I see their name, I answer. But anybody else, I'm answering Bravo Financial and Bravo Digital Solutions, because my phone is my business 24/7, 7 days a week. All right, you guys, so that's it. I'm going to shut my big mouth up. Have a good night. If you're interested, there again, everything.